Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, and today we're going to continue our look at the last year's After Hour DLC, by going ahead and taking a look at the Speedo custom that one rookie is required to use in order to perform certain sales missions for the nightclub, don't you know? Okay, well, let's take a walk on through here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, unfortunately, I do not believe I can give you a price on this particular vehicle, because I do believe this actually comes equipped with the nightclub. When you purchase the nightclub, I do believe that you get a Vapid Speedo custom free with your nightclub. Okay, so unfortunately, not able to go ahead and give you the price there, but I can't imagine it's very expensive, to be quite frank with you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it was $240,240,000, I believe, for the pounder, so the mule's going to be cheaper than that, and of course, the Speedo custom will be cheaper than that, I'm sure. So yes, I doubt it'll come to much more than $150,000. I'm guessing entirely now, of course, ladies and gentlemen. But like I say, it's a very cheap van, and if you do go ahead and purchase a nightclub, it is my understanding that you get one of these for free. Okay, well, that certainly seems to have been the case. That's what happened here. I've got mine down under my nightclub, ladies and gentlemen. Found it down here in the in basement level 1, as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there we go. Remote minigun. That's what it's all really about, ladies and gentlemen. You can have sort of mounted machine guns, the 50 cal, or the remote machine gun. Now, of course, the 50 cal. Many people do recommend the 50 cal, but I'm an old-fashioned sort of gentleman, and I do like the sheer sinister nature of a minigun. Okay, well, you can see we've gone ahead and we've modified the vehicle in many different ways there, ladies and gentlemen. We've put on armor and so forth. We've got a battering ram on the front end. Of course, we have gone ahead and put that roof-mounted minigun up there. So, okie dokie, now we're just going to go through some of the stylings, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to put it in a black and have the crew color, and why not? Looks rather snazzy like that, I think. Okay, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a quick walkthrough of the Speedo there, ladies and gentlemen. Give you an idea what modifications can be done to it for the After Hours DLC. So there we go. Why don't we take it on now? We'll give the vehicle a go. Okay, then. Now the interesting thing about this upgraded vehicle, it is really rather interesting. Really rather fast, but it just slide all over the place. And of course, the snow on the ground's really not going to help me that much. Now you can see the minigun turret there, located on the roof of the vehicle. And I don't think I've ever found that. There we go. Yes, and if you press square, you can cycle through your weapons, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't have to worry about continuously controlling the turret on the minigun there as you drive about. Okay. So then, let's take it out into the street now. Well, it's like I said, yeah, right, okay, there's a gentleman there, and I'm by myself. I'm just trying to get to work out how to use this machine gun, not entirely, I can't entirely remember how they work on these vehicles, I certainly do know that you have to hold them down for a certain amount of time before they start to fire. Okie dokie. Right, okay, now, like I said, not entirely certain. I think it's R2, obviously, to accelerate. I can't be certain if it's R1 or X to fire, to be quite honest. It's been quite some time since I've used this weapon, but it's relatively simple. Right, okay, there we go. Trying to aim on people, not really sort of getting to go with it. Can't, like I said, at this point in time, can't remember, can't seem to find the button to fire, don't you know, ladies and gentlemen. This was rather a long time, and this is the first time I'll be using this vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. It's also having rather a lot of difficulty. Like I say, it is. Right, okay, what's going on there? Okay, how about that? Now I've got some chaps after me, don't you know, right? Rather interesting that, isn't it? Okay, NPCs have decided to go for me, and I finally figured out how to work it. Right, okay, did I get that chap? I think. No, I didn't, apparently. Okay, there we go. Got a few shots off of him, didn't I? Right, okay, where the bloody hell is he? There he is. Alright, can we get him again? Having a terrible difficulty with this gun, aren't I, ladies and gentlemen? It really is a very simple function to operate this gun, and yet I seem to be having a there we go. Finally, have I found that blinking trigger button yet? Right, okay, that gentleman's really rather irritated by sort of belligerent behaviour, though, isn't it? Let's be quite frank, ladies and gentlemen. Right, okie dokie, right, is this going to work at all, for God's sake? No, it does not appear that I'm able to work. Oh, bloody hell, Dom, come along now. Now's really not the time.
I just nailed it.
Yes, I don't care what you've done and who you've been nailing, Dom. It's really not any interest to me. Okay, well, it would appear, ladies and gentlemen, like an absolute cretin, I am unable to work out the most simple function of firing this minigun, don't you know, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, it really is not a difficult task. It's simply pressing R1 or L1 or X or something like that and holding it down for a second, and it'll simply start firing. Really not difficult whatsoever, but for some reason, like a blasted fool, ladies and gentlemen, I seem to find myself utterly unable to do it at present, and I got no idea why that is. Like I said, it's the first time that I took this vehicle out. I'm clearly still trying, aren't I? Okay, it's rather run. There we go. Okay, finally, ladies and gentlemen, finally worked out how to use the minigun. Okay, jolly good. There we go. Right, and as you saw, it blew up that car really rather quickly now, didn't it? And that is one of the advantages to this particular weapon. It really is very powerful indeed. And as you can see, in just a very short period of time, it's turning those vehicles into blazing fireballs. Okay, well, I think finally now we've got the hang of how to use that minigun. Like I say, it's really not difficult, and as you can also see, I am sort of still having to drive currently with the gun turret sort of being operated independently. Therefore, I'm having to use both control sticks, one to operate the direction of the vehicle, the other to operate the direction of the minigun. Then there we go, another motor is down. But of course, like I said earlier, if I were to choose to press square and cycle through my hand weapons, then I no longer have the cursor or the pointer there for the minigun, and I don't have to operate that independently. So it is not necessary to drive this vehicle around with both hands, so to speak. Okay, better call Lester, hadn't I now? It's getting rather dicey. I've got boxed in here, right? Okay, bloody hell. Right, okay, well, they sort of shot me there, haven't they? Okay, that really is rather embarrassing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so the Speedo Custom, like I say, comes equipped with your nightclub when you purchase one. Can be equipped with miniguns. Don't have to drive around with those miniguns on, of course. There we go. I do hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, thank you for watching.